so much in the world of sports, and joining us to discuss these issues in sport is a man who covers the local league well and runs a website, sportsflame.com, Olawale Olatoye. Good to have you join us today.
Thank you, Salu.
It sounds like we are not likely to see much of Olatunbo soon next season. Of course, the transfer window has closed now, but then maybe by January he won't be around here again the way it seems.
Yeah, definitely. And I believe it's not only Olatunbo. We all know what happens when Ode left, and now Olatunbo. Everybody wants another challenge. What else do they want? They've qualified MFM for CAF Champions League. So they feel, well, we've actually played to the peak when it comes to Nigerian football. So let's look elsewhere and then get more challenges.
But the Champions League is another challenge for
It's
them.
another challenge, definitely. But, you know, when you have been with a club for a very long time, these are players that started with MFM right from when they are playing grassroots football up to the stage when they are playing NNL. Now they have played 2 seasons in MPFL. So what else do they want? And everything desire is to qualify for continentals. So if they play in Europe, they know that definitely more money rolls in. And except if MFM can meet up with their demand. So I see them staying. But if they can't, I will even advise them to exit the team.
Well, against the odds, MFM made some money from that transfer of Stephen Ode. That's against the odds because most clubs in Nigeria don't make money. But then, do you think they would still make money from this if Olatunbo is also not a third party, is not owned by a third party as most players in the league?
That's exactly the challenge we are having in the league. Most players that plays in the league is either they are on loan or they are third-party agents. At the end of the day, the money is not really going to the right quarters. But thank God for what, maybe I don't really know how they were able to seal Stephen Ode's deal, because at some point when that deal came, you know, there has been a lot of issues that is not an eligible player of MFM, but they denied that, or rather they debunked that, and they came out and saying Stephen Ode is the rightful player of MFM. So right now, they sold him, they got the money. Now, Sikiro Olatunbo is another player. We are still waiting. You know, when it's got Nigerian players, you can never say until it happens. You see them playing, wearing the jersey, but when transfer comes in, that is when you now know that truly they don't belong to that team. So it has been a tussle. It has been something we find so difficult to eradicate. I don't know, maybe they don't have right advisor, or maybe they don't even understand football management.
Or maybe the managers of the clubs are shortchanging the clubs because most of them are government clubs.
Exactly. That is another thing. But MFM, in MFM case, MFM is owned by a church. A private company. I mean, a private outfit. But what I will say is that they understand, they know the essence of, you know, when you own a player, when you sell a player, they know that it's even good for your team. So, and I think they are really doing everything right now. But for all those government companies, it has always been that case. It has always been we sell player. If we remember in the case of Sunday Umba, when he played Nations Cup, at the end of the day, Enugu Rangers came out, is our player. Warri Wolves came out, is our player. At the end of the day, they always messed up the deal. Nobody is hearing about Sunday Umba right now. Another person, you know, it has always been a case like that. I don't really know what government are really doing.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, the Enugu Rangers is in the news right now. After winning the league, the government, the state government, the governor invested so much in the club. And here he has disbanded the team, the management team, saying he had that all the money the government released to the club, that most of the players were brought on loan, so they do not belong to Enugu Rangers. What exactly is the problem? Maybe the government should just hand-solve the league. Government teams should no longer run in the league.
At this point, I would not advise that.
Why? Well, I mean, you could create another league of private clubs.
Yes, yes.
You could create another league of private clubs.
Yes, definitely. Even when you look at those most European teams, in European leagues, there is always a sector whereby they have conference league. Conference league is meant for maybe industries, whereby you sponsor a team, you play from there. From there, scouts can come, they pick players, they take them to the main league, or also they also promote when you have the money. So, and I think that is what, if we can actually introduce that in Nigeria, but it will be so difficult to do right now. And that is why I said I can't even advise government to hands off most of these teams. Because
well, that's another talk for another day. But let's look at the ITO NFF issue. ITO says there's nothing in it, but why is the rumor out?
Everybody,
is it because the NFF wants to take the FA Cup or the Federation Cup or the ITO Cup, they call it now, to you or something?
Well, it's possible. And another thing, it may be a threat for NFF, because NFF are not really doing what people expect. There has been a lot of situation whereby they abandon some responsibilities, they don't do some certain things. Take, for example, the Waffle team. The Waffle team has been in Ghana playing, no bonuses, no jersey, nothing. And we have
no, they've been playing with a jersey. How would you say no
jersey?
It's
actually a washed jersey. They have been using the jersey. That's why, if you take notes, you look at that, all those jerseys, some don't even have a name. Some don't, they just have only the number, playing a tournament, not a league. So I think that is why a lot of, and there has been a game going on that is yet to be revealed to us. But as we all know, it's a situation whereby we fold our hands and we wait as things unleash.
Well, it seems there's always one trouble for Nigerian football. Let's hope that well, we'll get over this. We don't have enough time to talk about the Edison Cavani-Neymar situation, but then hopefully we'll talk about that. That will be all of sports this morning on TVC Breakfast.